And when he smiled, his face shifted into this gremlin, Lord of the Rings like shape that just screamed lust. Hey, you guys, welcome in and thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Brianna, which means noble and strong, and I make godly content. So please, as you come in, please hit that like button so we can get this godly content pushed out in this YouTube algorithm. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Do you guys remember that opportunity or that blessing that I told you guys about where God led me to a recreational center where he created an event where I was able to go out and draw people at the event? Well, God used this man to help me get that blessing. Remember, God can use anybody to help you get a blessing. And I'm pretty sure he used this man because I would have procrastinated if he didn't. The day that I met this man, I had went to the recreational center, checked their schedule, and decided that I would go back the following day and speak with the event coordinator. While I was there, I just so happened to run into this man by accident. His last name starts with a B, so I'm going to call him B. When I ran into him, I acted like I didn't see him because I didn't know this man. I had never had a conversation with this man, and I had already figured out that it was in my best interest not to converse with the shelter man because for some reason they're always looking for love. Later on that day, when he see me at the shelter, he used him seeing me at the recreational center as a way, as an excuse to court me into a conversation. I was low key frustrated because I knew his intentions and I just don't like forced conversations, but I still decided to be kind. B was an older, attractive man who held himself like he had self control. I figured it would be okay to have a conversation with him. Something told me to inform him of what my intentions were at the recreational center, so I did. And when I did, he informed me that he was close personal friends with the event coordinator, so he set it up to where I was able to meet her. After that, because of who we were as people and just the circumstance of what it was, like there was no reason for us to get close. Like we didn't have things in common like that. So our relationship was pretty much high and by, where he would flaunt to the other men at the shelter that he talked to me and I would greet him just to be nice. One day I was walking back into the shelter and I seen him also pulling back into the shelter. And I also seen there was another lady who was also in the shelter who was in his car and she was getting out, like coming from the back seat to come sit back in the front seat. The scene definitely gave that they had just gotten it on and went to the store. I was notified immediately in the spirit that a less controllable lust spirit had now been activated in him. And all I could think was that woman had some seriously demonic spirits that she was dealing with that had taken her over, especially bitter and jealous spirits. And all I could think was, since they had just gotten it on, she had transferred those spirits over to him. Shortly after that, I had seen him outside of the shelter. And when I seen him, he smiled and greeted me. And when he smiled, his face shifted into this gremlin, Lord of the Rings like shape that just screamed lust. And his smile almost appeared guilty for his thoughts. Ever since I've been delivered from my past of loving when men lusted over me, I now, like every time a man lusts after me now, I literally get grossed out, literally sick to my stomach. So I hurried up and fled from that conversation. What made me stop talking to him altogether was the extra flaunting and gloating that came with the lust. There was a day that it was pouring out rain outside, but we both wanted to still escape the environment of the shelter. So we both just so happened to leave at the exact same time. So we both used the same umbrella to make it to our destinations. And then he ended up even letting me keep the umbrella. Later that day, after we finished supper, I was cleaning my tray in the washing station. And he came to stand next to me with the other group of lusting men that were doing the dishes. And I kid you not, he bluntly said to me, "Did you get wet today?" And it's not even really what he said, but we all know what he meant by what he said. It was also the fact that that creepy gremlin face wrapped in lust made another appearance. I was uncomfortable, but he said it in code, so I couldn't really just like clap back. So all I really did was respond, nah, and walked away. And I definitely, after that day, I distanced myself until I was able to cut ties completely. Ugh, it's just so annoying what women have to do because just lust is just everywhere. And people, it's just crazy because, like, when you step up outside of the world and you stop thinking worldly, and you stop wanting the worldly desires. Like, I can't believe how much I used to want lust. And it comes back from time to time. I'm not perfect, but it's like, why would you want somebody to lust after you rather than love you? Like, it's crazy. Love is just so much better. It's just so much better. Like the way that you hold yourself when you expect people to love you instead of lust after you is just such a much more beautiful way to hold yourself. But yeah, you guys, that's all I have to say for today. That was just a little short little video. Just I like to give you guys this video. This actually comes on my mind from time to time when I think back on that creepy little gremlin face that just reminds me that one, I be seeing these spirits work with people, and just two, just really like when people try to make you seem like you're crazy because you really know what's going on in this world. You're awake, you're spiritually woke, and you know what's going on, but you don't fit into this world, so people make you out to be the one that's crazy. Just thinking back on things like that, it's just like, how could I be crazy when stuff like that is going on? But yeah, y'all, that's all I really have to say for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Please hit that like button so we can get this godly content pushed out in this YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.